An opening statement from Coach Ford, and then take questions.
First games are always, you don't really know what to expect a little bit. They're always tough, and today's a long day, especially first games. And, we didn't open up with a cupcake, that's for sure. We did not open up with a cupcake. With a team that has incredible tradition, an incredible amount of offensive firepower on that team. So from that standpoint, I'm really proud of our team, how they came out and played. We played better than we have been as far as the exhibition and scrimmages that we've played. You saw glimpses, just glimpses of how good we think we can be or hope we can be, just glimpses of it. Not 40 minutes of it, probably not even 30 minutes of it. I don't know how many minutes, 15 minutes of it, just glimpses. But I like, when your point guard has 14 assists and no turnovers, probably good things are going to happen. Starting four-man has 13 and 13. A night where, as I told our team, whatever story's written about this team, I just told you, whatever's written about 22-23 Team Blue, if it's successful, if the story, whatever's written eventually and it happens to be success, then they need to be talking about your defense and rebounding, because on a night I didn't think we played great offense, so we scored 91 points. Missed 21 threes. There's going to be nights where the ball doesn't go in and maybe we don't score 91, but I think we might be able to score a few points. We're going to have to play defense. The first half was right. 29 points is not bad. That team has a lot of offensive firepower. Just watch how many points they start to score as the season goes along. Every single player on their team averaged double figures last year, wherever they were at. Every single one of them did. So they got a lot of offense. To hold them to 29 in the first half was right. 39 is not. 39 is in the second half is too many. So we got to get our defense right for 40 minutes. Rebounding was the numbers right. I think 16 offensive rebounds, but we missed a lot of shots, so that was good that we rebounded, and we out-rebounded about 14, so that's a positive number, and I've been looking for that because I haven't been happy with our rebounding. But, we had some really good efforts. Some guys, it's great to see Javante see the ball go in a little bit. It's good, Gibby missed a bunch of early, but as we told him, man, keep firing that thing. Just keep firing it. Good things that happened. And then Jake, I thought, gave us a little spark inside and finished some shots for us. But total team effort against a team that we have a lot of respect for. And obviously a Murray State team that my dad played at Murray State. My mom went to Murray State, was a cheerleader there. My sister was a cheerleader at Murray State. I grew up going to every camp every summer lived in Murray, Kentucky my whole life pretty much as far as in the summertime. So I got a lot of respect for that program and know a lot of people associated with it. And so from that standpoint, it's a really good win for our basketball team to start the year.
What's going to be the key for Yuri, not to get 14-0 every night, but to improve that ratio and do it consistently throughout the season?
Well, I wish I knew exactly. He and I talked a little bit today just about, don't feel like you have to do it all. And sometimes I put that on him probably. We expect so much out of Yuri. Handle the ball, play 40 minutes, guard the best player, start our defense because you're at the top of it, and just let the game come to you. Take what the defense gives you. And I just thought his decision-making was phenomenal tonight. He made everybody else better. I mean, he could have had 25 assists, to be honest with you. Some of the passes he made, that some shots just didn't go down, inside and outside. We missed a lot of layups. We missed 21 threes, but we missed a lot of layups, too, right at the rim. So it's just take what the defense gives you. Know every game that people are going to try to stop you. People are going to try to do certain things to slow him down. Just take what they give you. Trust your teammates. And he's just done a terrific job of that tonight.
What was the take what the defense gives him? How do you think he did that necessarily looking for a shot?
I didn't think he looked for a shot a whole lot tonight at all. And there's going to be games where he scores big. There'll be games where he scores big, and there'll be other games where he doesn't. And that's what makes him great, because he can be a threat on either side. He's been shooting the ball really well. You know, I love that he got to the free throw line tonight. I think he got there 4 times. But, you know, again, I've talked to him a lot in the last month or two about got to put pressure on the defense, scoring a little bit. You know, sometimes you just got to go. You got to keep them honest and have a burst of speed to the rim, pull ups, get to the rim, get fouled. But yeah, some nights he's going to score more than others, no doubt about it.
Did you like the pace of your offense? Was the pace you wanted?
It was better. It's something we've been concentrating on. It was better. You know, you see, we want to play aggressively. You know, when you got shooters and a point guard like that, you need to get as many shots as you can. And that's kind of what we're trying to do.
Travis Javante shooting 6 free throws, is that a good sign for him embracing physicality, driving, attacking? That's going to be if you don't know how that's going to go, a guy coming back after an injury like that.
Well, it's a point of emphasis for us. He's always been good at drawing fouls, but it's been a point of emphasis, us talking to guys about getting to the foul line. We need to draw fouls. When you're good offensively like you are, like we have a chance to be, people are going to be running at you. They're going to be trying to take away threes. They're going to especially understand when you get in the bonus, that's when you really can start getting to the foul line, understanding, you know, how the defense is playing you. But we told him, you know, I told him for the game, I said, just get in the flow. You know, he's probably a little butterflies, hadn't played in over a year, and, didn't play in the exhibition game, went through a 5-week ankle injury. So I just told him, get in the flow. Don't even worry about scoring. Cut, move, feel the offense. Worry about defense. Worry about rebounding. Once you get in the flow, good things will happen. And I thought he did a good job letting the game come to him, just letting it come, not forcing things. And that can happen when you've been out for so long. You want to do well. You know, you can kind of get out of your comfort zone a little bit. And I thought he did a great job of staying in his comfort zone.
You said you think he's going to get better as the season goes along, so for him to have this kind of performance tonight is a good sign.
Yeah, I honestly still think he's probably 70% of what I hope he can become as far as how he moves and different things like that. He's 100% healthy. You know, that's for sure. I wouldn't be out there. I wouldn't have him out there if the trainers and doctors, they said 100% healthy. His knee is strong. His ankle was strong. All that was good. It's confidence and knocking off some of the rust and just getting into the flow, and it's a process.
With as good as Fred was starting last year, do you envision him being a bench guy this year, bringing energy with all?
I do, and I think he wants that. You know, he's talked to us. He kind of likes that idea. He's been out for a couple of days, and you can see he's lost his wind in 3 or 4 days, and he hadn't practiced in a while, in 4 or 5 days. So, you know, when he gets back into the flow of things and gets in shape, he's probably a 25, 30-minute guy. He may not start, but he's 25, 30-minute game guy. I mean, for the first 3 weeks of practice, he's the most consistent player we had because he does so many things for us. He was the backup point guard, things like that. But he's a little out of shape, and he'll get back. He'll get back. But you saw glimpses of what he could do.
He seemed to help swing the momentum when he came in. A couple steals.
Got a steal as soon as he stepped on the court. He got a steal.
Hit a 3 after you were down on him for a 3.
Yeah, the first one wasn't a great idea.
He pointed to you after
And-
you switched that second.
I deserve. If I want to say something to him, he could say he's old enough to say something back to me. I can handle it. Of course I said something to him on the first one. I'm sure you heard me. But Fred makes winning plays. We need a healthy Fred. Our team's going to go where it wants to go. We need a healthy Fred, for sure.
Did you get exactly what you got from Francis tonight post-game? Is that okay? A lot of
He can play better. He knows that. He missed, some shots inside, and got to quit overthinking things. And, he can affect the game in a lot of ways. But what I like that he didn't let not scoring and letting some tough plays offensively that, it's easy to get frustrated. He didn't let that affect everything else. He still rebounded the ball, did some good things. But we know he's got better basketball in him, which is great. which is good. We know what he's capable of doing, and we know he has, he's going to be better.
How good is to have Forrester in that role, subbing in for Okoro when Okoro hasn't done something?
Well, it's similar to what we had last year in Martin. We got two guys we believe in 100%. Both of them, they're going to be splitting time. You saw I got them in, and I played about 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Keep them fresh, keep them out of foul trouble, hopefully. That's not always going to happen, but keeping them fresh, keeping them moving. And I think it hopefully motivates them that, I better do my job. I better do well, or if somebody's going to come right in for me. And I will do that. If you screw up once or twice, then good chance you might be coming out and give him a chance, and then he better do his job. If he doesn't, then and he'll come right back in. So.
Whereas it was getting a lot of penetration the first 4 minutes, then you guys kind of locked down the first half, like you said. But then
Yeah, first.
in the second half, what did you see there?
First 6-8 minutes, we gave it 14 points in the paint. Then we got better. We knew through their exhibition game they relied on the three a lot. So we probably overextended ourselves a little bit, but we still should guard the ball better one-on-one. It's an area we need to continue to get better at. But we were so worried about their threes. And again, their offensive firepower, again, a lot of those guys averaged 18, 19 points a game last year where they were at. I said, I told our team, it's like they formed an all-star team of, maybe a lower level. They took the best players at Stetson, best players at Belmont, best players at Queens College, the best player here, junior college All-American. They brought all these guys together, and they're going to be really good. Going to be really good. I mean, offensively, they are a problem, but they're all new. But we were concerned we were probably overemphasized not giving up threes. And we did a great job first half. They were 2 for 13. So 29 points in the first half against them, I was happy. I thought that was good, especially the way we've been playing defense. So I thought that was right. But 39 is a little too many in the second half.
Would turnovers be the biggest improvement from the scrimmage and exhibition games and out?
Preseason, scrimmage, every practice we've had, you name it. Yes. That gives us a chance. I tell our guys, don't turn weird. Let's get a shot up. There's a chance, a pretty decent chance. Somebody might throw one in or we'll go rebound it, but we got to get shots up. And, boy, we went through a stretch there in practice that you'd have to wear a helmet in practice. And it wasn't good, but it was right tonight. It was right. It was better. So we'll take it. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Gotta see if I remember how to do
Watch
this.
this. This is how I get my endorsement right here.
Think Apple will give me?
Shit, come on.
Let's see. Let's see.
I might have to put them
Questions for
motherfuckers on.
Yuri and Javante?
Yuri, you probably lead the country now in assist to turnover ratio. How you gonna keep it that way?
0 turnovers every game. High assists, 0 turnovers.
So you talked about, control, being at the right speed and pace to reduce your mistakes. Did you feel like you were at a good tempo tonight most of the game?
Yeah, I mean, we talk about pace all the time. Murray State, their defense was a little different than what we normally see. They did a 5 head, so they tried to slow me down a lot of the time. So those first passes I normally have weren't there right away. So just getting the ball reversed and getting it back to me to where the defense is broke down, and then I can make a play out of that. So I feel like I play at the right pace.
Javante, how did you feel out there just physically and getting into the flow of the game?
I felt all right. I knew if I make my first shot, I was probably gonna have a good night. But I ain't played it so long, so it was hard to see today. But I felt all right.
You feel, Coach said probably about 70%. Would you go with that number or?
Nah. I'll go a little higher than 7. I'll go about 85, somewhere in there.
About to have it feel for introduced to just be able to participate. I know you've been practicing, did the overseas stuff, but your first game back counted here for the fans. How'd that feel to experience that?
It was different. I've been out for so long, so I knew what was coming from the crowd. So came in, tried not to be too nervous about everything, but it was special. I'll say that.
Did you accomplish that and not be too nervous? Was that all? Was it good?
No, I was all right. I was all right. I knew as long as I ain't airball my first shot or anything or shooting too soft, I was all right. I'm like, all right. But I made it, so I was like, all right, well, let's see where tonight could take us.
How did you feel that first time? I think it was like third time you drove in, finished through contacts. Was there anything going through your head? When you landed, you were fine. You were just like, all right, we're good now. Let's go.
No, I knew everybody else was thinking about it, but I've been playing for a little while now, like through practice and overseas. So I know how to land and all that now. So, but I knew everybody was thinking about it.
You're a good person to ask about how this team is different from what it was when you were on it playing. I mean, how much more deep, how much more dynamic is this group that you have rejoined compared to what it was when you left?
I think we got a lot of more offensive weapons, but we also got a lot of defensive weapons too. So I think we could be great on both ends, but that was something we kind of lacked about other years here. But I think we could be real special on both ends of the floor this year.
Coach has been talking about turnovers a lot in the practices and scrimmages and things like that. Obviously, 5's a pretty low number. Do you guys feel out there that everything was gelling, meshing a little bit better than it had been?
That's something you got to ask him. He got the ball in his hands a lot. You know what I'm saying? He just passes me the ball, so I don't know. How do you feel about that?
Who interviewing?
About
No, but I mean, it's just chemistry. We got a lot of new guys, just like a lot of other teams. So a lot of people look at us like, oh, they old, they supposed to know how to play and this and that. But I mean, we still trying to figure each other out too. Those overseas games we had, we was beating teams by 30 and 40. So you can't really look at those games and say, oh, they had time to gel. This really like our first game where we was able to see. I mean, we done had inter-squad scrimmages, but that's playing against each other. The UMSU game was we didn't play too well. We had the inter-squad scrimmage against Bradley. Some stuff we played good there, but some stuff we still have to fix. But I mean, it's something we're gonna have to build on. Still a lot of new people. Perkins not getting back, so and we still got a lot of stuff to work on.
What does Fred bring off the bench for you guys? And first of all, him to accept that role and bring that energy to it, but really makes an impact when he comes in and steals the ball right away. Seems to have an impact in that spot.
I mean, you don't find too many players like Fred. 6'3", can play the 1 through the 5. You don't find too many players, so bringing him off the bench, you can put him at the 1, the 2. He can guard any position. He can make plays. He can offer his rebound. Having a weapon like that come off the bench is very special.
here, you guys took 31 threes, which is probably even more than coach anticipated, but did you feel like a majority of those came in the right way out of the offense, or did you sense maybe that there were a lot that came too quickly without running the offense a little bit?
I feel like with this team I look at every shot. If Javonte's shooting it, Gibson, Javon, Sincere, I don't care where they shooting it, how they shooting it. If it's 24, if they shooting the ball, it's a good shot to me because they can shoot. So I got all the confidence in the world in them. So coach might look at it like, oh, we shot it too early, but in my head, it's a good shot. They shooting it for a reason. They ain't gonna take no bad shots. So if they getting it up, I'm fine with it.
The pass that you hit Jimerson on for the dunk. You guys talk about that during that free throw attempt?
I can't tell you about that. Special. That's a little secret. Just,
I'm not.
It was right in front of us, we know what happened.
You're not saying I'm wrong.
can't get the sauce to that one. Not yet. Maybe at the end of the year, I'll let you know.
I'll come back.
Team's got to stop it first.
Anybody else? Good?
Thanks, guys.